Morning. This morning we're down at Trimmingham. It's Sunday the 20th of April. It's 7:15. I did get down here about 4:45, 10:05, but just set the time sort of setting up and had 3 casts just to see what the state of the tide's like, how weedy it is, how hard it's pulling. So I only set 1 rod up initially. About sort of 3 10-minute casts. Actually, it looks a lot worse than it is. 6 ounces is holding perfectly. It's holding straight out. It was low water at 10 to 6 this morning. I've just set up the big rod, or my other rod. So I've got the Lineaeffe Blue Ocean rod, Shakespeare Salt 7,000 mil. I've got £20 Shakespeare Salt XT line on there, mono. £70 Kyoku rig body. It's got a 1 up, 1 down, clip down rig on there. Top snood, got mackerel and squid. That's size 1 mustad uptide vicking and a 1.0 below. And then I've got my Lineaeffe longcast rod, Shakespeare Salt surf 7,000 mil, £45 Hercules braid on there, £70 again big body, and it's got a 3-hook flapper on there. Got the mackerel and squid on the top, lugworm and squid on the middle snood, and a big bit of mackerel on the bottom. But I just brought that back in, and the lugworm had gone, so I've done the usual thing. Putting a nice big fat lugworm on, then a piece of squid and binding it over the back. Got 6 ounces, it's got 3 up, big bit of mackerel and squid, £20 amnesia on these ones, a few beads. I've left the hook point showing, just bound that on, mackerel and squid on the top. As I say, it looks a lot sloppier and rougher than it actually is. It's not pulling too hard one way or the other at the minute, and there's no weed, or very, very little weed. Now the tiniest bit around the lead are not there. But as long as you keep a tightish line and try and keep it above the waves, it's not too bad. Got the ratchet just set so it'll take line on the 1 up 1 down rig, just in case. There's a nice great big bit of squid on the bottom and half the squid head just loosely bound on, so there might be a chance of a dogfish or anything. Right, let's get this cast in. It's a case of wading out a little bit. It's quite flat and sandy, so it's not too bad. Just going up to nearly the top of my wellies, or what would be. Got my suit on over the top. I am actually, weighed out, getting past that first lot of big breakers, so it's not too bad. switch the rods over because it is ever so slightly. Just gently pulling left to right. I think it'd be quite difficult to see a bite, but when I was up there, there was a big sharp bang on the left one where the salted log had gone. I think next cast I'm going to go 2 up with the salted log and just a bit of squid ring on the bottom. But today is just about getting out. It's Easter Sunday, so happy Easter, and all the kids out there. Just getting out and having a day's fishing. I finished on Wednesday at work, but the last 3 days I've just been so busy sort of spring cleaning the house and de-junking and just having a really good tidy up and clean out. I've got a whole car full of stuff to take to the tip and that. I'm just getting so cluttered. And today when I get back, that's my next big job. Put all the fishing gear out the shed. I've got in mind what I want to do. So I've got about 3 rod hauls and 3 boxes and everything. I won't be going fishing tomorrow. I'm going to be going on Tuesday, looking at the weather. So I'll just give me all day to just do that. But I've been sorting out in there. I had an old matrix box of the foam sort of polystyrene rig things. And for about, you get about 10 spools in there, and I just don't do any or very little commercial carping anymore. So I just took all them off and got rid of them, put all my sea fishing rigs on. Thought I'd do 50 times more beach fishing now than I do commercial carp fishing. I might go 2 or 3 times a year. We still love the old coarse fishing on the rivers, that's my number one, but beach fishing, but commercial sort of stuff, only ever do it in closed season. You know, it's pointless, just that stuff, and I'd rather buy more, quite right. Just utilise what we got. I'm going to move down in a minute, just so I can get the rods a bit closer to the water. Get that line above those breakers. What's that line, huh? What's going on there? Strange, there's such a big slack line in there. The line just literally laid flat on the deck. Well, I'll get that humped out again. Okay, the bait's all good, so we'll get it out again. Okay, it's 7:45. I've just missed a slam and bite on the big rod. The top snooper is alright, one up, one down, clip down rig. Mackerel and squib is fine. So I must have been on the bottom bait. The rod tip slammed down 3 times. The clutch started going, picked up and struck, but missed it. only consumers a bite like that might have been a bass, but certainly looks bassy with this weather and this slop. I'm going to separate the rods in a minute, just got a bit of clearance, because what I'm finding, if I cast it slightly to the left, it's pulling left, and if I cast it to the right, it pulls right. But when I cast it straight out, it's fine, it's holding lovely like that. But what I've just done on the 3-up flapper rig, I've just put salted lug and squid on all 3 snoods, and I put 2 salted lug on the bottom one, and just they're all bound on. I'm going to get these cast out. But it's flooding fast, it's flooding really fast. That's deep with it, the wave hits, that was past my knees then. Luckily it's on the flood. But I was just about thinking, I'm going to change the 1-up, 1-down, clip down rig, go up to a 3-up flapper, but since I had that big slam down by, rod tape actually 1, 2, 3 and then just went, so I assumed it was a back, but I forgot that the clutch was set quite loose and it struck, and it just, obviously the line gave, put my hand on the spool but I missed it. If we catch, we catch, if we blank, we blank. It's just about being out and being there. But it's not far to high tide. Still no bite, still no fish. Well, apart from missing that great big slam down here earlier on. And the first sort of cast at low water, the log worms are gone, so I bound them on, but it's just been very quiet. Yeah, we had a sort through of the gear yesterday. Found one of these. Got a couple more spools at home. I'm just putting all my rigs on these now. So much easier, so much more organised. Probably buy another one rather than having in a rig wallet and they're all sort of folded up and just right what they are. Just impair them. Just handy for your flapper rigs and bits and pieces. It keeps them nice, they're not getting kinked and all the rest of it. Still no fishies. Just waiting for the big one. I'm waiting for a bass or a smoothie. Okay guys, 10 o'clock. Still nothing, but probably the most pleasant day I've had fishing and blanking. But the sea is really full today. It's supposed to be said 3 meters 45 thereabouts tide this morning, high tide, but it's come way past the high tide mark of yesterday. It's easterly today and it's pushed it right in. That's literally that one big wave that lifted this box up and almost started to float away. Got a ship to spin you round. I've just refreshed both rods. I'm still sticking with all salted lug and squid on the right. The left one, the big one, put some more mackerel and squid on the top snood, and a big bit of squid, and I bound on 2 salted lug on the back, just for a bit of extra scent. And they're both on the same line, just off the end of that post. I just had 1 or 2 waves literally just come right up to here. It's lapping up to the boarding, and this morning, probably where those waves are now, that was a high tide mark. It's way past that with the easterly and the slot. There's a lot of depth out there now. It's looking pretty mucky. But we're trying, doing our best. 2 or 3 hangers left, they've not had anything. But it is what it is, isn't it? That's why we call it fishing and not catching. Okay guys, I'm all done, back at the car. It's 11:15. Nice early-ish one today, but yeah, no fish. Only 1 or 2 bites, we missed them. But that's the way it goes, that's fishing, but just thoroughly enjoyable day. But that swell on the sea, I was just turning the bottom over in the end. And the bottom baits were just getting twisted around the hook, around the lead. The 3 up was definitely the way to go, but there's so much colour and swell on it, and it was high as well. The sea was really high and lumpy, so it was just difficult to get good presentation. You didn't want too much slack line out because the waves were just kicking it and pulling it. You didn't want it too tight, it was just bouncing. Probably be better off switching the 3 up onto mono rather than braid to give it a bit more stretch. But you know, I got here this morning, it was 5 degrees. When I was setting up, I had to put my hands in my pockets for about 10-15 minutes to warm them up. They were absolutely red raw. They got numb, I couldn't feel them. That easterly wind this morning was really cold, and now the car's saying 16 degrees, and I'm stripping off because I'm absolutely sweating. So it's probably not the best of conditions. That easterly's putting a big, say, I got down this morning, looked at the high tide mark, and it's come a good metre, 1.20 m, and it's still coming in now in that slipway. It's halfway up through that slip. So yeah, it's a big tide, a lot more than I expected. And I tried short, medium, long, I switched it all up today. Different baits, mackerel, herring, squid, but lugworms, but yeah, nothing. But that's the way it goes. As I say, that's fishing, and what I call it, fishing, not catching. So I'll try and put something together, and I'll put it out, because yeah, at the end of the day, we're out, we're fishing, and that's what it's all about. You're never guaranteed anything in this game. All right guys, take care, all the best. I'll see you again next week. Bye for now.